Hey y'all, if you're new to the channel, my name is Julian, also known as the Beer with the Machine here on YouTube, and I buy stuff and flip it online and make YouTube videos about it. Today we're picking up another auction haul. I know it's like my 5th one or 6th one in a row, and I will be doing some what's sold, hopefully, because hopefully this stuff sells. I don't know. But this one's super close to the house also, so I had to be in it last night. A lot of things went for obviously expensive. This was a really nice house with a lot of really nice things, but I think I got a couple things. I always think I got a couple things worth a ton of money, and then I get home and they usually don't work and I cry. So we're gonna go ahead and do that first. We are at the post office, and then we're heading there. We're gonna take y'all with us. We have Kayla today. All right, so we picked everything up. It's really not a whole bunch of stuff, but I think it's gonna be all worth a good bit amount of money. I only spent $376 on everything. That includes taxes and their fees and whatever else they want to throw in there. But I did do pretty good. What do you think? I think I did all right. That Santa Clauses, we got a lot of Santa Clauses. Way more Santa Clauses than I thought. Like I bid on, I think it was 5 or 6 lots of Santa Clauses, and we have easily, what, 20? Yeah. 20 to 30 Santa Claus. So we'll show you them. Santa does sell if they're the right ones. So hopefully these are the right ones. The house went for $1.7 million it sold for. So it was definitely a very nice large house sitting on the creek. But that also meant that a lot of the tools in the shed were rusted. So if you are in like a saltwater area, make sure you think of that with all that salt water getting into the tools and rust them out pretty fast and definitely prematurely. So we're gonna go home and show you what we got. All right, so we just got home from the auction. We got everything on the table. We're gonna show you what we got. Again, $379, and I'm pretty sure if some of this stuff works, I'm gonna do pretty well on this one. So let's go ahead and get started with everything we got. First, we can start off with this rod. You know, I have a thing with old pen reels and rods. This is a big one. That's a pretty big reel. I think this is a 114H. These usually go for about $60 to $70, depending on the condition, if it works. This one needs to be oiled up a little bit, but I think it's gonna work. And this rod, I just sold one of these roller rods for I think about 40 bucks. So some money made there, not too terribly bad. Then we did get this shadow box, and it's funny because I really didn't buy this for the shadow box. I bought it for everything inside the shadow box. There's old wooden lures in here, just really cool stuff, old pliers, there's an old reel. So I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna crack this thing open to see what's inside of here, if it's worth money, rather than selling it all together, or I might put it up on Facebook Marketplace to sell it all together. I really don't know, but I really did just buy it for the stuff inside the shadow box. Let's go ahead and move on to this right here. I got this for 82 bucks. This is a satellite phone, and if it works, it's worth about 300. So right there, if this does work, that's a huge chunk back and everything that I spent. And it does come with the charger and everything. So we're gonna go ahead and hook this thing up, and hopefully it works. It looks like it does. There's not a lot of corrosion on it, and the battery on the inside looks good. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty sure this is gonna work. This lot right here, don't know why I bought it. Bought everything for $9, and none of this is worth anything. So we're gonna keep moving on. This is pretty neat, and I'll probably keep this one for myself for, you know, I don't know what this is. What is this? Actually, I don't know what this is. What is this?
It's like a kit.
Oh, it's like a little shaving kit.
Yeah,
A little lint roller. Yeah, so definitely maybe a little travel kit here. It's made in Korea, so that's different. Okay, moving on. This old thermometer, obviously it works. Look, right now it's a little bit over 60 degrees in my garage. Really cool, obviously old, from an older boat or something like that. Can't be that old, it's made in China. But some things that are made in China are old, who knows. And then we got 2 different boxes here. Now I picked these up for $5 a piece basically, but it came with, I didn't buy them for the boxes because the boxes are busted. But everything inside these, I'm going to go through every single one of these old lures. Some of these old lures can be worth a ton of money. Some of them are not worth anything. But it will take me a whole bunch of time to go through. Like this one right here is, oh, I thought it was a blank lure. That's just really corroded. I don't know what that is. That's growing fur. So we don't know about that one. But there's a lot, like look at this guy right here. I mean, that's neat. So that might be worth some money. But definitely I'm going to go through all these lures and see exactly how much they're worth, and then go from there. But again, when you buy stuff in bulk like this and you pay $10 for both of these, that really is a good price because there's something in there worth a lot more than $10. Then we got a whole cabinet full of real stuff. Now this is, I've already pulled some stuff out, like these handles right here. If I can find out what these actually go to, or I might just put them up online because there's no marks on them. But these will go for some money. I wish they were marked because this might take a really long time to figure this out, but these are still sellable goods for sure. And then you have all this stuff in here, lines, you got just stuff that we need to really go through. Inside this was also some already tied flies, and then also in here there's some tied flies, and all this stuff goes for money. I mean, you know, even if you get less than $1 a piece, it's way less than what I have into them, and then the box will go with it. But this all will go for auction on eBay rather than trying to, you know, part them all out and stuff. And then just huge things of line and a bilge pump. I'll actually see if that works. Hook that thing up. A bag of something. Bag of locks. Here's a lock. So that might be worth like 10 bucks. Pretty cool. And then, oh, these are just impeller things for like water pumps, but they're used, so that's junk. And then the cabinet itself is really well built. This is like a boat cabinet. So that will go up for sale. Then moving on up here, we got some really good stuff. This is already used, but we did get a depth finder, and online they do go for about 30 bucks. But if this does work, this would be a pretty good addition on my little kayak. So this might be a kayak type of deal. But this is the real reason why I bought this lot. This is a Garmin GPS 478. If this works, this will sell for about $250 to $300, maybe a little bit more than that. So between this and the satellite phone, I'm way in the profit. I think this will work because there's no real corrosion on the back. Where you put the stuff in, this was properly sealed. And the good thing about Garmin's and satellite phones and stuff that is high quality, they're made to take a beating, so they usually don't stop working unless, you know, something traumatic happens to them. So hopefully this had a very nice life sitting in this box. And then we actually do have the manual, which is nice for it. That will probably up the value a little bit. It does not have the charging cord though, so then we need to figure that out, but not terrible. All right, moving on to all the Santa stuff. Now, all the Santas here, I did get for I think it was $76. So definitely made some money here because these right here, I have a whole bunch of the cloth eeks. So the cloth eek, it feels, that's not one, there's one right here. It feels like cloth when you touch them. They're very lightweight and like they're paper mache feeling. And here is the actual what it looks like, and they usually do have these tags on them, but if they don't have the tags on them, I think there's something on the bottom also that says it. This is 1997 edition, and this one I did look up, and this one did sell for $25 plus shipping. So like the one in the bed back here is a cloth eek, and then some of these are not worth anything, but some are going to be worth definitely some money. All of them usually have names. Like this guy right here has got a name on him. The Storyteller. So definitely some cool stuff. 1990, all in the 90s. That's a cloth eek guy, probably worth 15 to 20 some dollars. So all this stuff right here is going to go for, I guarantee I got one in here that's going to go for 50 bucks. I would think so. Oh, geez. And we also got this guy. It's funny because we were talking about which ones we were going to keep. We're like, oh, should we keep some? Turns out we're probably going to sell everything because this is a really good lot, and we'll end up keeping stuff like that that's handmade and really not worth anything and has googly eyes. So this will probably be a new asset inside the house that I might wear around. And we have another one over here. Is that, this actually I think makes noises.
I think it's fiber optic too.
Oh, it might be fiber optic. This might be, it passed the QC test.
Oh.
QC pass test, so that's gonna be pretty nice to figure out if that works or not. All right, so we also got some C-clamps. Now, C-clamps are one of those things that's like hit or miss. Like these right here, these are like probably made in China, no good. I'll have to look this guy up right here. He might be worth some money just because it's got that cool little thing on here and then the name. But some of these, here's a Wilton. I know that's a decent brand right there. I picked these up for $1 a piece, and you really can't go wrong with Seeking for $1 a piece because some of these will go for some decent money. Now some aren't going to go for anything, like these little guys right here that are just adjustable, probably not worth anything. But these big boys, they still have some value because they're made in the United States. And I'll definitely be looking each one of these up and cleaning them off just enough so I can see the actual names on them. There was a lot of tools that went for sale in here, but a lot of it was rusted because they were right on the water, the salt water, and just ate all the tools up really in the shed. So you got to be careful with that. This one's neat. That's actually like a, I don't know what that is. So right there, that's everything we bought for $379. So like I said, there will be some more. I'll probably do a follow-up video on my last haul. I didn't do a follow-up video just because I went through it so incredibly fast. I didn't actually end up parting out any of those clothings. I did sell all the men's clothing online, and then what I did was I made a huge lot for the female and put it on Facebook Marketplace. So we'll see how that goes, but I wasn't really going to go through all that female clothing. I already made my money, and I said I was going to make 4 times my money. That was actually not true. It was really around like 2.5 to 3 times my money, so not bad for a day and a half of work. This right here won't take me that long to get done, so maybe about 2 or 3 days I'll have all this stuff cleaned, listed, and ready to go for another auction. So I do appreciate y'all watching. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you can go out there and find some of these items, make some money for yourself, and you know I'll always catch you on the next one.